Well, hello again. My name is Dave. This is my VB36 lathe, and tonight I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Jacob's chucks. Now, the VB36 has one little quirk about it that surprised me. It has two different sizes for Morse taper. So the headstock has a number 2. The tailstock has a number 3. So to use the tailstock, you have to have the adapter. Now you add your Jacob's chuck to it, and what was happening with me, it creates just a little bit of run out sometimes, just enough little wobble on there to make it irritating. So I decided I'd take a look around, see what else was available, and what I came up with was a number 3 Jacob's chuck, all one piece, keyless, that would take up to a 1/2 inch bit. So I really like that. So I ordered it. It's by a company called CME. I found it on eBay, only $46, beautifully machined, and has performed really beautifully for me. So I'll demonstrate that stuff for you in a moment. But first thing we have to do is brand a bowl that I have already started working on. Now it's red eucalyptus, beautiful piece. But I've got to put my brand on the back, then we'll flip it around and of course put it in a 4-jaw chuck, and then I'll demonstrate what we're talking about here tonight with the Jacob's chuck. So hang on for a couple minutes. It'll take me just a couple minutes to get things set up, and we'll get going. Thank you so much. Alrighty, let's fire it up. Alright, I've got my branding iron, and one thing to see on the branding iron is there is a notch right here. That tells me where the top dead center is. All I got to do is heat it up. Doesn't take much in the MAP gas. You can see once it changes color, it's plenty hot. There we go. All we have to do now is touch it to the wood. After that, we clean it up a little bit and we're done. All right, we've cleaned up our brand. What had happened was, this is red eucalyptus. There's a lot of oil in eucalyptus, and when I touched the brand to it, it brought the oil out. So it took a little bit of doing to clean it up, but we got it pretty nice. We finished up all the sanding on the outside of the bowl. There are 3 coats of general finishes, salad bowl finish on here. Each coat was sanded to 320. The last coat was sanded to 400. And before I finish the bowl, I'll sand it to 800, then buff it all out. So what we're going to do next is take it off the faceplate, turn it around, put it in a 4-jaw chuck, use our tailstock and our Jacob's chuck to drill our hole to depth, and then we'll hollow out the inside of the bowl and finish it up. All right, so it'll take me a couple of minutes to get that done, and we'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our Jacob's chucks. So to start with, I had a traditional Jacob's chuck. The keyed chuck, not a big problem, not a problem at all. You had to have a number 2 Morse taper, goes in the back of the Jacob's chuck. Had to have a number 3 Morse taper for putting it on a VB36 with a number 3 Morse taper tailstock. Not too bad. So all you have to do, of course, is put a bit in, tighten it down. Didn't take much, and you're ready. But the problem I had was there was enough play in here. I know you shouldn't have it, but it existed, and very often it would cause the slightest little bit of run out. Okay, so what I was looking for was a number 3 chuck which I found by a company called CME, and I believe they're out of Illinois. I found this on eBay for about $46. When I got it, I found it to be incredibly machined, and it's all one piece. So with this one, all you do, of course, is put the bit in, give it a little twist, and you're locked. Okay? So let's take a minute and give you a demonstration of how nicely it works, and that'll be it. Alrighty. So we're ready to drill our hole now. Set the center, set the depth. We've mounted in our 4-jaw chuck. Everything's ready to go. My tailstock drops behind on a VB. Really nice feature. This is a beast of a tailstock. It weighs, I believe, about 72, 76 pounds. It's a flip-up style. Excuse me. So all you do is bring it up, roll your quill back, take your Jacob's chuck, set it, bit, set it. I already measured for the depth, so I checked my depth on my bit. Looks like we're going to use the whole thing. Mark it with a piece of tape. I usually have a little O-ring gasket on here, but it finally got dry enough and it came off. So on a VB, you just slide it forward, lock it down, you're ready to go. You know, a nice feature about the tailstock is if this wheel, the hand wheel, gets in the way, slides right out. Very nice little rack and pinion in there. So all we have to do, turn on the lathe, set it at 600, and then drill to depth. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see the exciting action of a hole being drilled. I know, it's big. All right, just a second. All right, we're set up and ready to go. Let me excuse my shoulder. That's nice and steady. I really like that. Gotta love that noise, don't you? All right, that's it. So, what I like about these bits is that they leave a round bottom. They're very sharp. They're made for cutting steel. Cost a little bit more, but cutting wood, this thing will last me a lifetime, I'm sure. So, excuse my shoulder one more time. There we are. So to take this out, that's it right there. That baby is machined beautifully. Like the knurling, feels good in your hand. Big enough to hold a nice beefy bit. So very happy with this. $46 eBay. Pretty impressive. All right. Next thing to do for me is to hollow out this bowl. I don't think you all need to see that. This was all about the Jacob's chuck. I want to thank you for watching. Have a good night. Keep on turning. Well, I just wanted to take a minute and say thanks for watching. I always appreciate it when I see people checking out my YouTube pages and clicking on my videos. Trying to do a better job with them, make them a little bit shorter. I hope this was something you could appreciate. Again, it was just to pass along the idea of a value of something I purchased. To tell you one more time, this is made by CME. I found it on eBay. I believe it was also on Amazon, but eBay had the best price at $46. It came nicely packaged, came on time, the whole bit, and I'm especially impressed with the machining on it. It is really top notch. So anyway, thanks again. Have fun, keep on turning, keep creating things, and inspiring others. So thanks so much. Again, bye-bye. Well, I thought I'd take a minute to show the stuff to you a little bit closer. So again, this is the CME half-inch chuck. It'll take as smallest bit as 1/32. I thought, as I had mentioned, I thought it was really well machined. Nice looking piece of equipment. Definitely heavy, clean, nice piece of equipment. Now the other thing I want to show you real quick is I mentioned the speed bits that I use. They do a really nice job. I buy the DeWalt. This one is a 3/4 inch. I'm getting ready to do a special project and I need one this large. As you can see by the end of the bit, it leaves a nice smooth round hole. I'll show you that in a couple minutes as well. So anyway, I thought I'd take a chance to show you these things, and let's move on. This is just a demonstration of what kind of hole this thing will drill at the bottom of your turning. So let's turn it on and just go a little shallow cut here. So if that was the bottom of your bowl, you'd find that it's pretty darn smooth, easier to smooth out completely as you cut across. I think it does a nice job. So let me reposition a little bit and see if we can see it a little closer. There you go. So you can see that it's just a round bottom, a little touch with a scraper, and you've got a nice, easier to finish bowl. Now me, I always leave about a 1/16 of an inch to shear scrape with at the bottom of the bowl, and at least this way I'm not having to chase a little pinhole left from a sharp point bit. But anyway, thought I'd give you a look. Okey-doke. Bye. Well, I just didn't feel right by not showing you the red eucalyptus bowl when it was all finished. I think it turned out very, very nice. Nice smooth lines all the way through it. No scratches, no rings left. Just a nice conservative bowl. Now this piece that's sitting on here is a piece of apricot from the backyard, and it turns beautifully, and that will be my next project. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you a show and let you know that I did finish it, and we'll move on to the next thing. Alright, that about wraps it up for today. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Played a little show and tell, showed you the bowl after it was all finished, gave you a little detailed look at the Jacob's chuck. That's all fun and good. I would like to remind you that you should, wherever I have left them here, take good care of your ears. For me, I use the, oh my gosh, Isis Pro. They're sound canceling up to 27 decibels. They do a great job. Be sure you wear a face shield. Always think about taking care of your lungs. Those are all important things to do every day while you turn. We make a lot of mistakes by letting things slide by. Okay, I did want to address a couple things to my family before I say complete goodbye, and that is, so you think this is easy to do all the time, huh? Well, I got a few things for you just after this that'll show you that I'm human too. All right, have a great evening. Keep on turning, keep on creating, and keep on inspiring people. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Well, hello. My name's Dave, and today I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about my VB36 and Jacob chucks. So the VB36 has a few quirks about it that get me. So I'm going to start over. Start over again. Okay, the first thing we got to do is light the map gas. Take a number 2 Morse taper, attach it to it, and then take one of these, whatever they're called. The drill bit sometimes would be just a tad loose and create a little bit of round out. Round out? I don't think that's right. I'm doing a terrible job here. We're going to start over. Ah, dear.